hop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now the first throw of the night is taken in, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Throwing again is Fields.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out.
And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Fields. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Wade, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. On a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 63 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
A carry here for Wade.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half,
That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Fields. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air again, Fields. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Fields now to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Fields. Williams brings it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wade. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll go again with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 39.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 74 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll take it inside the 25.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to...
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap.